three, three, three.
Want a slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is I wake up about tea, I make mine by the leader, I drink life in a teacup, I like Valet 30 better than tequila, yeah, Belsi, I sip at night. Got a little kick like Tyson. Look so good, better recognize me. It's a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Best of your day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is
Three, three,
Good morning, Tava Nation. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Look, you guys get everyone on here today. Happy Saturday. So it is, 10/23. We have a few more days left in this month. Good morning, Jack. How are you? Kelly Jones, good morning. Jakenya, good morning. Dory, you owe me 4. Tomorrow is Sunday. Dory Ray, you owe me 4 brand new enrollments by Sunday. Yes, I just called you out. That was our deal, 4 enrollments. So good morning to you. All right. Good morning. Kiki, good morning. How are you? Stacy, good morning. Jakenya, Ray, good morning. How are you, girl? All right. James, how are you, man? Good morning. Nona, good morning. Shantae, good morning. Shantae Lloyd, our CEO and founder, good morning. All right. Sharita Leon, good morning. Man, have you all checked out Sharita Leon's page and her journey? Congratulations to you, girl, on all the success that you're having with the products and the results that you're having. I think you said that you were 80 lbs down. So congratulations to you, my friend. Kelly Jones, good morning. Rita DeVille, good morning. Jara Williams, good morning. Kevin Tolliver, what's going on? I love it. Everybody's chiming in. So we're going to have another phenomenal training here today. Man, I'm super excited. Yes, today is Saturday. Today should be the day that you all, after you hear this training, you should be out setting appointments today. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to get on here. I need all my new people. If you enrolled in the Tava this week, last week, chime in. If you enroll someone this week, last week, this month, make sure that they're on here. Not only make sure that they're on here, make sure that you're on here as well. Because the trainings that we're going to be doing, it's going to be trainings every single week, but it's going to be 3 trainings. And these trainings are going to sound redundant, but we're doing this for a reason. We want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. This is nothing that Tava came up with. These trainings have been designed many moons ago, before me, before Mr. Lloyd, by all the successful people in network marketing. And not only that, these principles can apply to your everyday life. So I want to make sure that you guys take the opportunity, get on here, hear the trainings. Here's what happens. I can only speak from experience, okay? I'm speaking from experience. If I hear something, every single week, every single day, it becomes a part of who I am. That's just me. That's how I'm made up. I don't know about you guys, and I can regurgitate it in my sleep, and it just becomes a part of me. And that's what these trainings are going to be designed to do, okay? So again, make sure that you all get everybody on here. Beauty Joseph, girl, what's up? You should have texted me. I texted you yesterday. You didn't text me back. but that's okay. I see you on here today. Stephanie Scott, good morning to ATL. If you're anywhere in Atlanta, December 3rd, it is going down. Let me tell you what we're doing. Hadn't gotten it all together yet, but we are having a party. We're launching Atlanta, next month, but it's going to go all the way through December. We're going to do a Super Saturday, I believe on December 4th. December 4th, there will be a Super Saturday, but the night before, we will be at the Hawks Arena in a suite, okay? And so most of you all saw that in the newsletter, and so the ticket prices are there. Food and drinks are included, okay? So it's only 100 tickets, and they are going fast. So you don't have to just be in Atlanta. You could be anywhere in the world. We want to see you there, but after the 100 tickets are sold, that's it. It's a huge suite down at State Farm Arena. So we're going to have a great time. We're going to party. But the next day, we want to make sure that you all get up for the Super Saturday. That's right. December 3rd and 4th. That's right. It's going down, Keisha, in Atlanta. Beauty, my son is in town. You're out of town. Okay, at my son's birthday. That's right. Okay, we'll hook up. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get it kicked off. Man, I tell you, I'm super excited. But before we even get it kicked off, if you saw the newsletter yesterday, you all have been asking tomorrow at midnight. Tomorrow at midnight, 12:01. Tomorrow, which would lead into Monday. Okay. So Sunday, midnight tomorrow, Lachelle, Pierre, myself, we will be going live tomorrow. You see that? Lachelle, keep that up there for a little while. It says midnight madness 12:01, which is Monday morning, which is Sunday night. We're going to make an announcement, and I think you all see the announcement up there. Now, I'm not going to play with you guys. If you're not on here tomorrow at midnight, you're going to miss what's about to drop, because it's not going to stay around long. It will not stay around long. You all see that clock right there. It's 12 straight up, and that little bottle that's sitting in front of it, you all have asked for this and asked for it. You all have called every single day. Every single day. When is it coming? When is it coming? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. It's going to come and it's going to go. It's going to come and it's going to go. So if you're not on here tomorrow, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. So midnight madness tomorrow. So make sure that you share this information with your teams. I would flash you guys right now. I have something sitting right here on my desk. Okay, on my desk. And so I cannot wait until tomorrow midnight. And I'm not teasing you guys. So it will not be around Monday. It's going to be midnight only. All right. So Tiana, that's right. Yes, I'm ready. I don't know what you're talking about. Monique, I have no idea what you're talking about. Janita Schemberg, yes, you need to be on. Okay. Crystal, you need to be on. Everybody needs to be on here. So, but listen, I want to go ahead and get started. Yes, Shante, what'd you say? Yes, 12 a.m. Central, 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yes, you all need to be on tomorrow. Okay, so I'm ready. So you all want to see it? You all want to see it real quick? What's going on? All right. So, but listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man. I really love these trainings, and myself and Mr. Lloyd and Lachelle, the entire corporate staff, we're very committed to make sure that you all are on the right path and stay on the right path. And that's what trainings are designed to do. Yes, everybody has their own formula of success, but like I say, these trainings, they've been around for many, many years, and they've helped people like myself and people like Mr. Lloyd and Mrs. Lloyd, have a successful business. And then we also have, somebody I'm about to bring up. She called me and texted me the other day when I was out of town, and she said, Kevin, you guys need to continue to do these trainings. This is how, I was successful in the industry. These are the trainings that, I do every day. And it's the baseball diamond. You all are going to continue to hear us talk about the baseball diamond, but we're going to continue to break it down more We're going to role play a little bit, put you all in situations on really how to get out here and get it. And I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say this, and I say it out of love and respect. There's nothing wrong with Zooms. There's nothing wrong with doing Zooms at all. But if you really want to go and get it, you have to get in front of people. You have to get in front of people with the information. And I'm going to talk about that today when we go through the baseball diamond. It's nothing about face-to-face interaction because it really shows that you care. Okay. But once you get somebody in, yeah, you can do a Zoom or 2 or 3. Okay. But you have to really get out and talk to people. Like today is Saturday. I was having a conversation with Lachelle, this morning before we came up. And I say, I can recall a time when my wife and I, we were building, we would probably have 3 opportunity meetings every Saturday. We were hungry. We were starving. And you all could do the same thing. And I'm going to talk about that today on how you do that. Even if you don't have any meetings, we would set appointments where we would go meet with a couple or a single person. It didn't matter, and if I were meeting with someone single, I would probably, have 5 or 6 a day. That's just how hungry we were. So we're going to show you some things here today and talk about some things here today on how that works. So I'm going to bring somebody up, who's been around the industry for a long time. And that's none other than Miss Lisa Horsley. Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, Mr. Harris?
Doing good. So, Lisa, you text me the other day, and I didn't get right back to you, but you text me again yesterday, and you said, hey, keep the trainings going because it's really what Tava needs right now. And I want you to, before we get into the training, really talk about why you said what you said, why you think that's needed, and even though they've seen it maybe 4 or 5 times here in the last 2 weeks. I want you to talk about that because we're going to role play a little bit today and, talk about what you do and, how to approach people in this baseball diamond.
Sure. Well, repetition is the mother of learning. The more you hear anything over and over and over and over and over again, the more you will understand it, the more you will process it, digest it, and you'll do it. Anything that you do over and over and over and over again, what that does is it builds confidence. So a lot of times people are not picking up the phone, or they think the phone weighs 1,000 pounds because they don't know what to do and they don't know what to say. And, in my experience in anything is this: when doubt creeps in, usually that means it's because there's a lack of evidence. And when there's a lack of evidence, usually you don't do anything.
Right.
So I was really, really excited when I saw, wow, okay, the baseball diamond training. I seen it again. Last week, Nina did it. 2 weeks ago, I saw that you did it. Maybe 3 weeks ago, I saw Mr. Lloyd did. So I was like, okay, I see a pattern. And I'm really excited now that we are teaching, the company as a whole, the baseball diamond, because it's a philosophy why we're doing it.
Yeah, it's the basics. It's all about the basics. And, so let's go ahead and get started, Lisa. I have, I just kind of do things off the cuff. So this is, Lachelle, if you go ahead and put up the baseball diamond, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And then hopefully if we have some time, we'll go over something else that you guys need to see as well. So, here's how it really starts. We talked, and Lisa, you could chime in as well.
Sure.
The first thing that you must do, you have to have your contact list. And I want to talk about how to build a contact list. Your contact list is your inventory. And, I was told this, if you don't have a contact list, you're out of business. You're completely out of business. It's like going into a Walmart or your favorite local grocery store and the shelves are empty. If you don't have your contact list, you're completely out of business. You're completely out of touch with your business. So you have to have a contact list. And you may say, well, I don't have anyone. I don't know anyone. I don't know anybody who wants to make money. It's not always about people wanting to make money. It's always about people. They may want the product. They may want, to make money. You never know. So therefore, you want to put everybody on your list. You never want to prejudge anyone. I never prejudge anyone. I was I was somewhere this week, I won't name where, and very judgmental. And I saw this gentleman. I was like, man, he's kind of making a clown of himself. But I saw him when I was leaving, and come to find out, he's a professor at Morehouse. He's a professor at Morehouse. And not only is he a professor at Morehouse, he also got his PhD from Harvard. Well, we connected, and we're meeting next week. So you never want to judge anyone. Now, what are we meeting about? That meeting would just be an initial meeting to get to know one another. And then, he's like, what do you do for a living? Look like you're a Morehouse guy as well. No, I'm not a Morehouse guy. It's just conversation. So now he's on my contact list, Lisa. So it's always important to continue to add to that list. You may want to start out, I used to say 100 people. I don't care if you start out with 25 people, but you have to continue to add to the contact list. Now, here's why it's important. Once you have your contact list, you have to be able to plug them into someone. You don't know the information yet. You don't have the skill set as of yet to do an opportunity presentation because you're brand new. So once you make the list, you don't want to pre-qualify them and say, oh, this person, they may want to make money. This person, they may want the product. They need to lose some weight. They need to get off high blood. No, don't do that. Don't prejudge, because let me ask you all a question. Do you all know what's going on in my house right now? No, you don't. I may need some money. My kids may need to go to school. Go ahead, Lisa.
Before you move into first base, because I can hear the conversation, I want people to understand, because I think this is where people get kind of confused. Home base is your contact list. That's right. Home base. You haven't even left home base yet until you make a list. And just to kind of go a little bit deeper, with Mr. Harris, your contact list is all of your Facebook friends. Yeah. Everybody in your phone.
But write it down.
Write it down on a piece of paper. Your sorority meetings, your fraternity meetings. Who are you going to church with? That is home base. We haven't even left home base yet, right? So once you put those names on a list, and we like for you to have 100 or more, because if you only have 10 people on the list and you get negative responses, or you get ghosted with 10, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. You are going to get discouraged. And you're going to get discouraged because you're going to look at that list and you're going to say, wow, number 1 said no, number 2 didn't pick up the phone, number 3 ghosted me, number 4, and you're going to say, well, I ain't got but 2 more people, and then you're just going to leave it alone. Yeah. So that's why we always say, give us 50 to 100, because now we have something to work with. Yeah, that's home base.
Yeah, and it is home base, and we can stay. I can really stay on this one the entire time on here. And let's just talk about why the list is important, because at home plate is your contact list. The first initial people that are on your list, they don't believe in you. They don't. They want to see you go fail. They want to see you go fail. Yep. You have to have it right here to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. Okay. And again, I'm speaking from experience. Everybody that my wife and I put on our contact list, they didn't do it. Let me tell you guys a story. We put probably 200 people on a contact list. And when we met, don't give me the line, back in 2002. And, we started network marketing the next year. Well, we had a little townhouse over in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and we invited 100 people. 100. Anybody want to put in the chat how many showed up? One person showed up. And the people who actually enrolled us into that company, they looked at us and they didn't do another presentation for us until later. And I'm gonna touch on that too. I'm gonna move away from home plate. Okay. But they were like, man, we thought you all had so much influence. Well, no, we did some things wrong. They didn't tell us how to invite. But that's what I'm going to talk about here with you all today. And that one young lady who showed up, she purchased the biggest pack in that particular company. That was our belief. And what we said the next day, which was Sunday, I said, you know what? It was just something inside of me. It was something inside of Yolanda. It was a fight. We were fighting. It was no quit. And we call them up and we say, Lisa, we hate you missed it, but guess what? What are you doing tomorrow around 6 o'clock? I want to come over to the house and sit down and talk to you about it. That's it. Because they didn't come to us. We went to them. And you always hear me talk about enrolling 8 to 16 people. That month, I remember it like yesterday. We enrolled 13 people personally. 13 personals. That was the belief. The check was around $600 that particular month, but that was our belief check. So you have to have a contact list, and I'm going to go back to the contact list. All those people who said no, we slowly begin to get them over the course of about 6 months to a year because we stuck with it. We followed back up with those people. They start seeing the success. They start seeing the change. They start seeing us, not travel. It was not time to travel yet. They start seeing us travel to different cities to meet with different people about the business, even though they were calling us crazy. But then after about 2 years, they started to see a change in our lives because after about 2.5 years, the jobs were gone. And I'm not saying quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying to you guys, you have to continue to stay with the contact list. So that's first base. Even when we're going, home plate. Let's go to first base. Go ahead, Lisa.
So let's move to first base.
Okay.
So first base, Dory, is when you pique interest. That is when you do your inviting. Now, I'll tell you guys a secret that I use with my own team. First base, nobody should be getting rejected. The reason why I like the baseball training is because it forces us to follow a system. That's all it does. Because typically people want to go from home base to third base, or people want to go from home base to getting, a Nina on the phone to close somebody. And that's not the process. And that's not the system. The system is home base is the list. And then we're going to start to pique interest onto first base. So who's on first? Any and everybody who has a birthday today on your Facebook page. Yeah. Go to your Facebook page. Look at all those people who have birthdays today. And this is what you do to get them on first base. Yep. Happy birthday, Kevin. In celebration of your birthday, I would love to send you a free sample of my product. All I need is your address. That's right. I will you. So you ask permission on first base. If I, Kevin, send you a sample, will you use it? Yeah. 99% of the time, they always say yes because it's free. Because remember, the goal is to hit a home run.
That's right.
And a home run is a person on the product as a customer or a distributor.
Yep.
So only two things we're looking for: customers or distributors.
So Lisa, I got one for you. That's one way. Sure. So you guys, I don't want you to take what she just said to just make it one avenue to go through. There's many ways. You're all going to hear many things from many people every single week because this training is many ways where you can really pique somebody's interest. So I want to role play with Lisa real quick. See, I know a little bit about Lisa. So Lisa, so here we go. Hey, Lisa, I was thinking about you the other day, and you said the other day that you really weren't happy what was going on at work. And I know Silver, believe he's in his second year at Morehouse right now. Have you really found out how you're going to continue to pay for that education? Have you found out?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah. So I know it's been tough, but would you be open? How much? Well, first off, how much is tuition? How much is tuition at Morehouse?
Morehouse is a private institution, and we're talking about $40,000 a year, give or take.
About $40,000 a year, give or take. Man, that's wow, man. Prices, man, it's gone up since I've been in school. Since you and I,
not including books.
Yeah, not including books. Well, it's gone up since 1993, 90. So y'all know I'm telling my age, okay? So, but it's gone up, and that's a lot. $40,000 a year for a private institution. That must be a struggle, right?
It is. It really is.
Yeah. Well, listen, I since we've been knowing each other for a while, Lisa, would you be open if I came over when you get off tomorrow to really show you how I could really help you, take care of that $40,000. Would you be open to listening to some information? I could be there and, probably bring, some piece of something and we could sit down and go over the information. Would you be open to that?
Absolutely. If it's going to help you with that 40,000, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure that'd be a relief, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So listen, I'll tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my calendar. I'm going to write it down in my calendar right now because I really need to get there right at 5:30, but I need to be gone about 6:45. So is it okay if I call you right before you get off tomorrow to make sure that it's still okay to come?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'll do that, but I promise you I'll be there. I'm gonna try to get there a little earlier because my next appointment, I need to be out the door by 6:45, okay?
Yep.
All right, so what did I just do there? I just set the appointment with Lisa, and I know a little bit about Lisa. I know a little bit about her son. I could have took it a step further. I know that he has amazing hair care products. So let's go back there because I know he's an entrepreneur. So how's Silver doing with his, hair care line?
His skincare, fantastic.
He's doing good with his skincare line.
Fantastic. But guess what, Mr. Harris? He is the formulator. He's the shipper. He's the customer service. He's everything. Yeah.
So how's he been doing with, getting funding for that? You think I could sit down and talk to him? Would he be available tomorrow to sit down and talk about how to get some funding?
He'll be open. He'll be open to listen.
Yeah. And let me tell you, why you want to do that, because he's young. He would get us into that younger demographic. Lisa's already said she's ready to help fund that $40,000 a year bill that she's getting. Okay. So once I go over, what am I going to talk about? Am I going to talk about the products? Yes, I am. But here's where you have to know the information. You may say, well, Kevin, I don't know the presentation yet. Here's where you pull out your phone. Okay. Here's where you pull out your phone and you do the 12-minute overview. You show the 12-minute overview. Then you get somebody that knows the business, like a Jeff Simpson, to be on standby to do a three-way call. And I'll get to the three-way call in a second. Okay. See, right now we're still on first. We're piquing interest.
Mr. Harris, can I share the same way that you moved me to first, but a different way?
Yes, absolutely. That's why we're here.
And that's why I love how Tava are doing these trainings, because we're all saying the same thing, but just a little differently. So you guys saw how he moved me to first. He asked my permission about taking a look at something that could help me with the opportunity. You also heard that he asked me, what time can I come over after work? Well, here's another way. So we're moving Mr. Harris to first base. So Mr. Harris, we're not going to do the sampling of the product. We're going to do the business opportunity. I'll do the same thing that he did. So Mr. Harris, hey, listen, I'm not sure. This is all on inbox now. Mr. Harris, I'm not sure if you are been following me for the last 2 years, but I would love to bring you up to speed on what I've been doing. Are you open to taking a look? He messaged me back. Yeah, I got some time. Perfect. I do this, Mr. Harris, when it comes to the product and the business. Because I'm asking permission just like you did. If I send you a 10-minute video, will you watch it? Of course, he says yes. And then a lot of people in network marketing says, okay, give me 3 times. This is what I say. Are evenings better for you or afternoons? Mm-hmm. Always give them 2 options.
That's right.
Are evenings better or afternoons?
That's right.
And then once they pick whatever they pick, I send that text message out 10 or 15 minutes before. Hey, listen, are we still open for you to look at the video? Because see, here's the thing. I treat that video, Mr. Harris, like it's gold.
That's right.
Like it's money. I'm not sending you my video for you to be really nillying with it and it's stuck in your inbox and you saying you didn't get it and nope. Until you tell me that we are still on for our 5 o'clock meeting. Now, Mr. Harris came to my house with pizza. My meeting is on virtual or Zoom or whatever. So I'm not sending that video out until you say, yes, we're still on.
That's right.
5 minutes before he gets the video. I'm watching it with them, and then we chop it up.
That's right. Now,
That's all on first base.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take it a step further. I know the information. So that was really good, Lisa. Really, really good. I know the opportunity presentation. Here is where you get great, where you can become great. You become great by doing everything we're talking about, repetition. And then you'll start not trying other things, but you'll understand how to really get to people's heart. Since I know Lisa's son is like her pride and joy, I'm going to touch on that more than anything while I'm sitting there with her. I'm going to pull out a piece of paper. Okay. I can't do this right now because I can't write that way. I wish I had a whiteboard. And I'm going to say, let's talk about that 40. Let's talk about the first step. Let me show you, Lisa, how to really get to the $1,000 the first month. Would you be open? Because you got to take baby steps first. So let me show you how we'll get 1,000 first. And I begin to write out the structure. I begin to write out how many people that we're going to need. And that's a whole nother thing that's called power of two that's actually on that I'll talk about here shortly if we have time. You have to know and figure out what makes a person tick, because what makes me tick, most of you all don't know me. You think you do, but you don't, is my kids. It's my kids. Your kids make you tick too. My wife makes me tick. My kids make me tick. My parents make me tick. Her parents make me tick. You have to figure that out about a person. You can't just go in, Lisa, and say, here's the money. This guy here, Dory, she makes a whole bunch of money. Come on, join right now. That's what I used to do, and I used to run people off. We're going to make a whole bunch of money together. No, you don't do that. You figure out what the person needs, and you stay on that. You don't talk about yourself. You don't talk about how much money you earn. You don't talk about how much money somebody else has earned. They don't need that. I'm at Lisa's house to help her get to $40,000 a year. That's part-time. So good. Check this out. I didn't even realize. Lisa, do this. How much was that last year? How much was that last year?
50 grand.
50.
I ran in my other room to show you. I'll show it to you later.
Yeah,
that's my six-figure ring, earner ring. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it.
The moral of the story, she's already doing it. She's already doing it part-time. Part-time by this method right here. Go ahead, Lisa.
I do want to clean something else. I do want to clean something up, though, because I realized when I was saying that, I heard myself back. When you send the link, when you send the video, when you send the electronic, whatever you're going to send, you're on second base now.
That's right.
You're on second base. I said first. Let me tell you, everybody on this live this morning, everybody should have, once the live is over, at the end of the day, there's no reason why you should have at least 20 people on first. Why? There's no rejection on first. There's absolutely no rejection on first. All first is piquing the interest. Hey, if they say no, if they ghost you, if they ignore you, they're still on first base. They are
and
still
keep them on your list. Keep them on your list. Come back. Keep them on your list. Yeah, they want to see you. See, no means not right now. Y'all say it's a cliche in the industry, but it's not. You just got to follow up with it. They have to see you having success. People's lives change every 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Our life's changing in this household. Guess why? Our parents are getting older. We've already made preparation because we put in the work years ago. Y'all follow where I'm going with this.
And I got to say this too.
Yes.
Second base is not a person. It is a tool. Hello.
That's it. So let's go. Let's keep going because I want to get through so we can go somewhere else. So now that I have Lisa, I'm there at her home. I just went through the information and I've already texted Jeff and told him like, hey, I'm wrapping up. Will you be available to go over the three-way call with Lisa? Now I want to do the three-way call. And look, it's the same information. It's the exact same information that's been going on for years. Multi-millionaires do it. They still do three-way calls. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, Mr. Lloyd called me for a three-way call. I didn't look at my phone and say, he wants to do a three-way with me. No, he knows the system. It's the same system. It's third-party validation. It's third-party validation. Now, here's what you do with the three-way call. Now, everybody does it different, but it's still a three-way call, okay? It's still the same format, okay? I'll call Jeff and say, hey, Jeff, man, thank you so much, for taking time out of your busy schedule today. And, but I'm sitting here with Lisa Horsley. I told you a lot of good stuff about Lisa, but let me give you a little bit more information about Lisa. Lisa, she's an educator. She's down at Georgia State. I've known Lisa for quite some time. She has a phenomenal kid named Silver, and he's actually at Morehouse right now. And I was chatting with Lisa, and she just said, man, look, she's looking to make an additional $40,000 a year to cover her kids' tuition. But, Lisa likes to have a lot of fun, man, and she has a network of people, and she'd be great for what we're doing. And let me tell you a little bit about Jeff. Jeff has been, in the industry for quite some time. He's helped, people make a significant amount of money. And, I've been following Jeff for years, he and his wife, and they are very successful and very knowledgeable about what they do. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself out. I'm going to mute myself out. Jeff, meet Lisa. Lisa, meet Jeff. And I'm quiet the entire time. Let me speak from experience. I was with a young lady, I won't name her name. And this is when we did our first 1M in the industry. And I had to listen. I had a problem listening because I used to get so excited. I used to say, would you please hurry up and get to the money? This person's about the money. They want to hear about the money. And she would hang up with me. She said, Kevin, if you interrupt me one more time, I won't do any more calls for you. Now, at that particular company, this was in 2008. Guys, here's what you got to know. I keep saying I was hungry, and I'm going back and I'm giving you guys tools. We would do so many three-way calls a day, not two, not three, and we did 1M in a calendar year. Y'all know what 1M means. I don't want to say it on here. Okay. Lisa will say it. But what
Mr. Harris, Harris, they now say, they don't say 1M anymore. They say, I hit a mill.
I hit a mill. Okay, I hit a mill. But what I'm saying to you guys, you have to do the three-way calls. It's simple. You write the list, move to first, do the three-way. Write the list, move to first, three-way call. If somebody else is doing the work for you, and here's what she was telling me. She said, Kevin, if you interrupt me one more time, I won't do any calls. She was trying, and I said to her, you saying the same thing over and over, Ariana. I'll say her name. I'm not afraid. She's making $3 million a year. She's retired, like for real retired in the industry. She's doing other stuff. But my thing was, I was like, yeah, but you're saying the same thing. She said, Kevin, I'm saying the same thing so you can learn and go do it with your team. Be quiet. I was like, oh, okay. And I would sit and I was like, okay. I used to write it down, what she would say. Then it started getting up here where I knew it in my sleep. That's where I got all this from. That's where other people like David Emanite, Holton Buggs, or Kenny Lloyd, Shante Lloyds, they know this stuff in their sleep because it's repetition. It's repetition. So here's what you do. You sit on the phone, you're quiet, and the three-way goes like this. Jeff is talking, and he'll say, well, Lisa, hey, it's great meeting you. Kevin told me a lot about you, but tell me a little bit more. See, here's why you say, tell me a little bit more, because there's a wall between Lisa and Jeff. She doesn't know him. He has to break the wall down. And what is he doing to break the wall down? When he says, tell me a little bit more about yourself, he's looking for something to go right here so he can get in right there. And when she says, my kid, he goes to Morehouse, he may say something like, hey, my daughter, she's a college student too, which I know that's true. They have a commonality. Well, where's she in school at? They begin to talk about that, right? I used to be so good at it, Lisa. If it was anything pertaining to sports, if somebody had kids, well, hey, where does he play football? They may say, oh, he's playing ball up in Gwinnett. Oh, my son, he plays at Peachtree Ridge. Oh, do you know such and such and such? Oh, yeah. We have something in common. The wall comes down. And when you'll feel and hear the wall come down, and then that's when you say, right then, it's like, well, let's go ahead so we can get your questions answered. Before I go there to the questions, go ahead, Lisa.
Can I offer an easy peasy way?
Absolutely.
It's the same. We're doing it. Mr. Harris and I are doing the same exact thing, but I think mine is just a little bit easier.
That's okay. This is a manly thing.
This is what I say to any and everybody. What did you like best about the video?
I was about to get there.
About the product. What did you like best about the electronic magazine? And whatever they say, guess what I say?
I did too. Me too.
Me too. That's an easy peasy script. If they say, wow, you mean to tell me y'all get paid 5 different ways? I love that. Girl, me too. Wow, you mean to tell me that the detox tea helps with book? Girl, I like that too. Wow, you mean to tell me you can do a retail, but if I don't want to build a team, girl, that struck my attention too. Yeah. So everything that I like, I like it too.
That's right. I was about to go there. That was the next thing I was about to say, but I was breaking that wall down. She's absolutely right. You just agree. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't start talking about yourself. Well, I lost 45 pounds. I did this. They didn't ask you. You just agree. So when they say, when you say me too, well, look, since you've already gotten your questions answered, do you have any questions, on how to get started? Where do you see yourself getting started? I'm closing. I'm not on there talking about what's going on in my house, their house. And I'm not saying, well, look, go ahead and think about it. Don't do that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell y'all how I tick. If I take the time, I saw somebody put in here, they did 15 3-ways a day. They used to. Whoever you are, get back to doing that, okay? Because obviously it was working, okay? Time is money. If I do your 3-way call, and Lisa and them know this about me, for all you all that I've helped do 3-way calls, I'm closing. Let me tell you why. Because you just took out 5 minutes of my time. I said 5. I'm not on a 3-way call for 15 minutes. 20 minutes. I know how to end it. I know how to end it because I'm always in control of the 3-way call. Okay. So if I take out 5 minutes, you best believe I'm going for a $1,200 pack. Yes, I'm corporate, but I'm going to make sure that you get your $450 bonus for your time. See, it took me 30 minutes to get to Lisa's house, 30 minutes to sit there to go through the information, 5 minutes to do the 3-way call. I gotta get paid. I have to get paid for my time and effort. I don't do this for fun. I don't do it for fun. I just don't. You guys should think the same. It's a fun business. It's a fun-based business, a phone-based business, but I don't do it for fun. I just left my house. I just left my adorable 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old, and my wife who just cooked dinner. I just left. I have to come back home with something. So I'm always thinking about that. So I have to close, Lisa. So guess what? So let's go ahead and get you started, on the $1,200 pack. I don't know about that. And here's what I say. I don't say, okay. I say, well, remember what when we went through the information, the $1,200 packet gets you the 20% payout in our system. I don't say binary. They don't know anything about no binary. Okay. They don't know. Just talk to them like they're human right now. They don't understand our world. And I say, well, it gets you paid out to 20%. I can't do that right now. And I say, well, you know what? No problem. You have 30 days to upgrade. So we'll go ahead and get you started with the 5. I can do the 5 and then I'll go ahead and upgrade at the end of the month. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. So here's what we're going to do. So Jeff, man, thank you so much for getting on. I'm going to let you run. I got this. I release Jeff. Jeff don't need to be on there for all of that. I sit down. If I have my computer, which I should, I'm going to tell you 1 or 2 ways. Okay. You can do it 1 or 2 ways. I keep telling you all, everybody's way is different. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. It still works. Sometimes I may fill out a paper application. I always have applications on hand. Even if I don't, I know the information. I'll write it in this spiral. Now, this spiral binder is always, I don't care where I go. It's always with me. You see how rough it is? I got like probably 25 of these on the floor since I've been with Tava. Okay. But what you do, you take their information, okay, and you write it down. Now, if you got your computer with you, go ahead and put it in there. Don't wait till you get home. Let me tell you why. Big mistake. You ever went to the car lot and you're ready to buy this car, and then it's so shiny and it's new, and then on the drive home, you think like, dang, I don't want it. Well, that's why they don't let you leave the car lot. That's why they have you in there for 5 hours trying to deliver a car to you, because they're going to seal the deal. Well, same thing here. Buyer's remorse. I'm closing you right now. I'm putting the information in the system right now, because I just, once again, took 30 minutes out of my day to drive to Lisa's house, 30 minutes for the information, 5 to 10 for the three-way. I'm putting that in. I just made $450 or $200 or $100 of my time. And I know that's coming to me next week. Then guess what? I'm going to the next three-way. It's all repetition. So you have to seal the deal. Is that right, Lisa?
That's absolutely correct. That's
Yep.
absolutely correct.
Yes.
Now, I don't particularly use the scale, Mr. Harris, because I'm not as seasoned and experienced as you. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, where are you? I've seen people get real tangled up in that, especially if they're new and they can't get a person from 5 to 10. So what I say is this: do you want to make money or do you want to save money? And most people, they're going to say one or the other, but then the conversation is, they really want to do both. You want to make money and save money.
Yeah. I got one for you, Lisa. I got one for you, because it just is all coming to me, and it's okay. We can cut each other off. We've been doing it to each other. It's okay. I got one for you. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to join. I don't want to do this. It's not my cup of tea.
I totally understand.
Well, let me tell y'all what to do. Let me tell y'all what to do.
No, you go first.
Let me tell, in as many ways. We throwing stuff at you guys, okay? Throwing stuff at you guys. Well, I don't want to do it. And Lisa just said it's totally okay. I understand. Just agree. Do that. But here's what happens. Do me a favor. Would you support my business? Would you please support my business by purchasing some of these products? I'm not leaving till I get something. I'm not giving you no samples. I probably stuck my foot in my mouth. I don't care. I'm telling you guys, I think different. That was my time away from my family. I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep saying it till y'all get it. 30 minutes in the car, 30 minutes at Lisa's house, 5 to 10 minutes on the three-way. I'm going to turn you into a customer. That's right, Shantae Lloyd. I'm going to turn you into something. You're going in the system some type of way. Okay?
There's a thing called feel, felt, found.
That's right.
That people always will feel more comfortable. Because I feel you. I felt the same exact way when someone, approached me about a business opportunity. And then, of course, you go into whether you're going to be a customer or, Mr. Harris said he ain't leaving samples.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
I would probably leave a sample, and here's why. Because I know they're going to call me.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're going to call me. Once I talk about that sample, what it is, how it works, why everybody should be detoxing. And here's the thing. You can leave a sample of the flare and the tea. Don't get stuck on the tea is your only sample or the coffee is your only sample. We have some great attributes and characteristics about those samples. And let me tell you something. When I'm done, they're either going to want to buy 5. They either going to want to be one of my, because I work as a concierge, one of my customers, or they may want to hear the opportunity all over again.
Yeah. And you know what else, Lisa, though? Let me tell y'all. The universe has a funny way of bringing things back around. And I got to touch on this, and I want to keep moving. I want to try to do something else. The more repetitive you get in doing three-way calls and showing the plan, We call it showing the plan back in the day. It's the same thing. The more you show the plan, the better you get. Let me tell you what happens. The more people, we're Tava Nation. We call ourselves Tava Nation. We're huge. We have a lot of people out here talking about Tava. And I want you all to think about this. If all of you all did 3 to 5, and this is not a lot, 3 to 5 showing the plans per day, and everybody said no. I want you to think about it. I'm going somewhere with it. And everybody said no. We've advertised Tava to the masses. And when the next person comes around, let's just say if Lisa talked to Lachelle. Lachelle lives in Houston. And then Lachelle says no. And then I call Lachelle a month later like, oh, my friend Lisa was just talking about that. Y'all missing it. You got to get out and do it. It's going to come back around to you. That's right, Keenan. That's the word I was looking for, exposure. The more exposures, the more touches, the more showing the plan as a unit. If we move as a unit, the people are going to come back around. But you have to get out and show the plan. Man, yes, it's beautiful here in Atlanta. Show the plan. Yes, the Braves play today. I hope they win, but I'm out showing the plan. I will tell you guys, I love college football. I absolutely love it. I didn't watch it for years. I didn't watch sports for years. We gave some things up because we were showing the plan, doing 3-way calls so we could have time freedom. But you got to put in the work. You got to practice. You got to practice. And Lisa said it without saying it. They may say no. It means not right now, but at least you got the practice in. See, it used to bruise my ego when people would say no. But then I began to say, you know what? It's practice. It's practice. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to free my family up. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I did. And how we did when it was time for my son that's 25 years old right now to go play high school football and college football, I didn't miss a game because we were already making money in network marketing. I traveled to every single game, Lisa, because guess what? I could do 3-way calls from the game. I could show the plan. People will always wonder, why are you down at this school during the week? I get there on a Wednesday sometime. On Wednesday or Thursday, I would travel with the team. How are you able to do that? Because of what I do for a living. And guess what? It piqued interest.
But guess what, Mr. Harris? For the person who's sitting there saying, show the plan, I don't have anybody. That's why you have to have people on second.
That's right. Building your pipeline.
Plan if you're not, I don't want to say dumping, but for lack of a better word,
building the pipeline.
In the baseball training, that's why you gotta start at home base with the list. Then you gotta pique the interest on first.
Yep.
And then in order for you to show the plan, the plan comes from the people that are on second.
Yeah.
You're on third when you're showing the plan. That's why I was so excited to see, wow, they're hammering in this baseball diamond training. Because in order for you to show the plan, you got to show the plan. So you can't be willy-nilly and pick somebody and be like, I'm going to show the plan. Well, hold on. Let me take that back. Yes, you can if you are an experienced networker. But for those of you that are new, that's hard for you to do. And I know that. That's hard. That's why the baseball diamond training and using this system is so important, because it forces you to do it the right way. And then when you get to be seasoned, you can say, oh, Kevin Harris is over there at the hot dog stand. Let me run over there real quick to him and chop it up. Because one, you've been in the industry long enough, you can pull out a sample and your business card. Like, you know what? Let's talk after the game, Brooke. Kevin can do that. If this is your first or second or third year in network marketing, that might be a little difficult for you, but that's why the baseball diamond training is so important.
Man, the more rejections, I hear you, Lisa, but guess what? I'm still new. I'm still new in network marketing. I don't care if it's been 18, I'm still brand spanking new, and I do this baseball diamond. Somebody didn't call me back last night. They said they were ready to get started. And let me just tell you guys something. I'm going to go back to this skybox that we're doing here in Atlanta. Yeah, it's for a reason. Things that we do are very calculated. if you're in Atlanta, anywhere around, you need to be there. Yeah, it may be for optics. Okay. Am I pushing it? Yeah, I'm pushing it because it may be for optics and people want to know, what do you do for a living? We did it last week. We did it for a reason. I think Yolanda got like a 10, 20 game pass, but we did it for a reason. People starting to ask, what do y'all do for a living? She got some clients for her business. I got some clients for my business. What's my business? My business is Tava. Somebody didn't call back last night. He's not ready yet. I'm not mad at him. You know, he told me the other day he was coming in for a $1,200 pack. Well, yesterday was Friday. He didn't pick up the phone last night. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because it's still the same person who's been telling me for years, like, man, I need to do what you do. He's not ready yet. Mentally, he's not ready. I'm okay with it. So guess what? I exposed him to something. I exposed him to the information. So guess what he's doing? He'll probably be a walk-in advertisement for me to say, man, they're over there doing such and such, such and such. Man, they got this event December 3rd. You should go. What are they doing? It's all advertising your business. So you have to get out and you have to expose it. So once you close the person, move on to the next. So for time's sake, I want to do this. Lachelle, if you would, throw up the power of 2. Throw up the power of 2. I give her time to throw that up. These are tools that are on Tava University. The baseball diamond is on Tava University. Use it. Don't just study it. Use it. Use it. And how do you use it? You go and do it. You go and do it. Jack, you go and do it. Dory, you go and do it. Keith, you go and do it. Now, this right here, you know, this is belief. I'm going to run through this really quick. Okay. And I love this. We broke it down because, you know, when we first started doing the baseball diamond, it's a fantastic thing to have, to go by and guide. But we felt like that we were going slow. This is really showing you how to do something in the first 6 weeks, how to get into the money in the first 6 weeks. You have to, once you get started, you have to go get your initial 2. You have to. In week 1, you see it right there. And this is based on 80 volume points. And I'm talking to my people that are building a business. You don't want to do 40 points. You come in with 80 because 80 is at director status. You need 80 points to be director. 80. Now I'm going to tell you, really should be at 120. 120. You should be at 120. Okay. But in week 1, right there, you're at $8. At week 2, okay, you have 3 people to your left, 3 people to your right. Okay. And this is where you're helping 2 go get 2, go get 2, go get 2. This is the perfect scenario. But you always hear me talk about enrolling 8 or more a month. 8 or more a month. This chart right here, I'll just show it. I won't go through all of it. But you see week 4. When you get into week 4, you begin to, really get into the money. Yes, $96, but it's $96 you didn't have. It's $96 you didn't have because it's 12 people to the left, 12 people to the right. Now, again, you've only brought in 2. If I were you all, I would be enrolling 4, 8, because if you're brand new with that baseball diamond chart that we just went through, you're filling your pipeline every single day. Every single day you're filling your pipeline by going to get out. I don't want you guys to get stuck because I'm going through this chart and say, all I got to do is get 2. No, you don't just have to get 2. This is just the basic. But look what happens in week 6. You're at $384. Okay. You've hit director. Now, we make this sound simple because it is. Go slide it up a little bit for me, Lachelle, if you would. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead right here because as you see in week 8, look at how many people are on your left side. You have 192 people on each side of your business. 192. I know this chart in my sleep. I know it in my sleep. You know, I was talking to Keith Williams one day. You know, sometimes I have a brain freeze. I was on the phone trying to close somebody one day, and I couldn't figure out how many people it took to get to diamond on the left side and the right side. But there it is right there. Okay. That's right, Lachelle. This chart should probably be 120. Okay. We got it broken down at 80. But if it's 120 at 120 points, you know, depends on how you want to do it. I'm no mathematician, but I know this chart. Okay. At diamond, you really need, I think it's like 400 and 400 on opposite sides. on 120 points. But we did this on 80 points. But look at the minimum commission. It's $12,000. You may not want to make $12,000 for the week. You may not want to do that. But if you guys get savvy, which all of you all are, because I know you all on this Zoom, if you get savvy and do this repetition every single day, it becomes a part of who you are. It becomes a part of you when you wake up. Put it on your computer. Put the Power of Two training on your computer. Put the Power of Two, not just the Power of Two, the baseball diamond on your computer. Practice in the mirror doing the opportunity presentation. You know, practice on your spouse, practice on your mother, practice on your father, practice on your kids. Say it like Lisa said it. Don't say it like Kevin said. I feel comfortable saying it this way. Say it that way. So you have to do the work every single day. So if you call me, what's up, Nate? How you doing? You want to say hello to everybody? Okay. Hello. Say hello to everybody. Say Nate. Say hey, Nate. Okay. Hey. Bye, Nate. All right. So Nate's Kyle's little buddy. All right. So, but listen, so you have to know the information. And how do you know the information? Repetition. You all are going to be seeing these trainings every single week. Is repetition, repetition, repetition. So Lisa, listen, thank you. I appreciate you getting on here. And the reason why I brought you up, because you text me and say, you know what, Kevin, it was so good what you guys are doing here to get the word out and having the same information every week. And so we're going to be calling on many of you all who are behind the corporate trainings. And but we're so excited because we're going to be seeing a shift in your business. So if you do this, you will begin to enroll 1, 2, 3 or more people per week. Okay. So here's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. You're going to be seeing several flyers that go out today. Stay close to the Tava Lifestyle HQ page, and you'll see information about what's going down at Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness, Lisa is going down. Is going down. Okay, so, but it's not going to be going down for long. It will not be going down for long. So I know sometime I tell you guys, oh, as extended as this. No. Okay. And I would spill the beans. If Shantae's not on here, I may tell y'all, but I think she's still on here. Okay. So, but listen, so I hope you guys enjoyed the training. Lisa, you want to leave something for the people?
I do. I want to just leave and say, first base, guys, we all should have at minimum 20 people on first base, because go through your birthdays. People are having anniversaries. Go through your Facebook and your Instagram and just look at what people are talking about. You're not trying to, Mr. Harris says close this. I say, open a relationship. You're not trying to close them on first base. All you're trying to do is get them in your funnel. So everybody who has a birthday should be getting something from you today. An anniversary, something from you today. Just go look and see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
If they have a nice cat, let me send you. I got a cat too. I love cats, dogs. I love to send you a sample. And here's how you end it. All I need is your address. That's it. That's how you always end it. All I need is your address.
Yep.
And I guarantee you're going to get it.
Yep. There's many ways to skin a cat. I know what I said. I probably wouldn't do it because guess what? I'm so busy doing corporate stuff. But she's right at saying that. There's nothing wrong with sending samples. We have an amazing sample system. So I know I said I don't do it, but you guys should be doing it. That's when the
goal is a home run, and a home run is either a customer or a rep.
That's right.
And customers will give you residual income as well.
Yeah. And the reason why we call it the baseball diamond, I have to say this, and Lisa just said it too. We're saying the same thing. And I hope you guys are getting the message. I was watching the Braves lose the other night, and the bases, the Dodgers kept the bases were loaded. And I just couldn't watch the game anymore because I was tired. I was sleepy. And I woke up. They scored 11 points. Before I went to bed, it was 4. Then it was 11 because they kept loading the bases. And they kept, apparently I didn't go back and watch it, but I understand baseball. Well, baseball is the same thing as network marketing. You have to keep your bases loaded. And how do you keep your bases loaded? You show the plan. It doesn't hurt. You know, people say it hurts for a moment to have success. In network marketing, it doesn't hurt. All you're doing is showing information. When you follow some of the most successful leaders in network marketing, they're going to tell you the same thing. They showed the plan. Kenny and Shante Lloyd, how many times you show the plan a day? Carolina Harris, how many times? Tony Fleming, how many times you show the plan? Lisa, how many people, how many Holton Bucks, how many times you show the plan?
And Mr. Harris, can I say this real quick for the person who may be saying, but I can't do it. Showing the plan is when the corporate staff puts on the business opportunities. Showing the plan is in your phone. Showing the plan is Nina shows the plan different nights of the week. Showing the plan is Dr. Bramwell shows the plan on Friday nights and on the 1st, on the 15th and the 30th, but now with Mr. Hat. There are a lot of different pockets of people showing the plan. You just have to find your niche of what you like or what you think your person would like. So don't think that you have to take the onus of you having to show the plan. You can show the plan many different ways because we have it on our phone. The corporate staff does it several times a week. Your diamond leadership does it. There's many different ways of showing the plan.
That's right. So listen, we're saying the same thing, Lisa. I appreciate you. Again, stay tuned for tomorrow, midnight. We will see you guys. Also, what else do we have going on? There's a meeting in the DMV, I believe, is taking place right now, so I'm probably late. So the Diamonds are there. Keith Williams, Nina Moore, Joseph Newman are in that area. And several other leaders, Sanseria, Dory. I see Dory on here. But make sure that you guys, if you had anybody in that area getting up there, see, that's a part of showing the plan. It's just not about the Super Saturdays. It's the work outside of the Super Saturdays. It's what you're doing when nobody's watching. You don't always have to be on social media. And I'm going to say this, and I hope I don't step on nobody's toes. I said it at the beginning. It's not just about doing the Zooms and thinking on Facebook Live, somebody's going to see you doing a Zoom. Man, look, it's not there. It's about me going across the street, talking to that neighbor, setting the appointment. You have a better chance at setting the appointment, sitting with someone, going through the information, getting them as a distributor or a customer. So that being said, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys at midnight tomorrow. So Lachelle Pierre, take us out, girl. Midnight Madness is in full effect. We will see you on tomorrow. So set your alarm clock because it will not last, probably will be for about 10 minutes. So take us out.
3, 3,
3. Want a slim waist, all it takes is
3,
tip-top shape, all it takes is
3.
just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is
3,
tip-top shape, all it takes is
3,
money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is I wake up to about see I make mine by the leader. I drink life in a teacup. I like Valet 30 better than tequila. Yeah, Bessie, I sip that night. Got a little kick like Tyson. Look so good, better recognize me. It's a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bessie a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip-top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is
3, 3,
3.